Hey y'all, Craig Wall, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. Well, it's that time of year again. Time to clean some traps. So we're gonna get them in a tub, get them soaking, and get all that old rust and dye off them traps, and then we'll start the process all over again. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna show you the difference in these two sets of traps. These right here, I bought last year and was pressed for time, so I just went ahead and used them like they were. I degreased them, got all the grease off, but you can see they're still good and shiny. So what I'm gonna do is I'll re-degrease all these, and then we'll get a good coat of rust on them. We'll rust them up, put our dye on them, and then wax them. These right here, you can tell they're really too rusted. I don't like traps to get quite that rusty because the parts start getting really stiff once you get a lot of rust in here like this. So what we'll do is we'll put this in the vat too, and we'll bring it right back down to looking like this. And then we'll start all over again. We'll get a new coat of dye and wax on these traps. But you can let your traps get too rusty. You don't want any of these parts like this to, to get too rusted up. So just wanted to show you the difference in, you can go from one extreme to the other. Most of my traps are in the middle, so it should be fine, and we'll get them both done. I got about 75 leg holes. These are beaver trap, ones I use for beaver. These are number 4 dukes. The rest of them are all number 2 dukes. So we'll go ahead and get them in a vat. I just thought I'd show you the difference in how they can go from being brand new to pretty wore out. So that's 75 traps in here. We'll get all these leg holes done. Once these are all done, then we'll come back and do all our water traps, 330s, 220s, 110s, all that stuff. So go ahead and get our mix out. All right, this is a 64-gallon tub. It's a golly whopper. So I didn't know how much to mix, but I'm gonna put three gallons in there and hope that's enough. So I think it'll eat everything off of it. Get it open. There we go. Yeah, I think 3 gallons to 64 gallons would probably be all right. And all this is 5% vinegar, white vinegar. Vinegar's good if you do still have a little bit of grease on there, you can degrease them with it. And they'll eat this off and then set up a new thin coat of rust on them. You want a little thin coat, you just don't want too much rust, too thick. If you get a thin coat of rust, it makes your trap dye stick a lot better, and your wax too, probably. This may be a little bit of overkill, 3 whole gallons, but I don't care. We're gonna put it in there and see what happens. I don't think it'll hurt nothing. It'll probably just speed up the process. When I first started, I didn't really see the reason in doing all the dyeing and all that, but over the years I've been in it, I understand why you do it now. It's a pretty important step, really. Because if you got any of those shiny ones like I showed you in the beginning of the video, I don't know what it is about coons, but if a coon's digging around out in your set, if he sees anything shiny, he's gonna dig that trap up. So, you know, I like them dull now. I like them as dark and dull as I can get them. So we're gonna go ahead and add some water to this and get it up over the top of the traps and let them soak. All right, we're just gonna fill them up just enough to cover the traps. If I'd have had more vinegar, I probably could have got my 330s in here too. Pretty big tub, but that's all right. We'll do all the water traps separate. So we'll let these get up over the top, and then we'll let these soak for about a day or two. Take a look at them, see how they're doing. If it looks like they're eating all the stuff off of them, then we'll take them out and wash them off good and hang them back up and let them get another thin coat of rust on them. Any of y'all that ain't subscribed to Coffey Outdoors, how about going over and checking out his channel, leave him a good comment, watch a couple videos. I've learned a lot of tips and tricks from Coffey. And I know he probably cleans his traps about the same way I'm doing. So I'll leave a link in the description page for Coffey Outdoors. But y'all check out Coffey. He's a heck of a trapper. Alright, well, it's been 3 days since we put the traps in the solution. You probably could have got away with 24 hours, but I was real busy yesterday and didn't have time to get them out. So we're gonna go ahead and pull them out, and then we'll rinse them off real good and see how they look. I'll show you what they look like. It's some nasty stuff, but I'll show you. All right, y'all, this is a nasty sludge that comes off these traps. You can see it's all old. It's probably oil, wax, dye, a little bit of everything. But it looks like they came pretty clean, so I think just hosing them off is gonna be fine. So we'll get them out of here and then we'll hose them off. Yeah, I think it's gonna clean them up just fine without having to pressure wash them. Everything looks like it's coming off real good. Look like brand new traps, except they're not all greasy. finished product. Most of them come pretty dang clean. These all look like brand new, so there's a few of them that didn't get completely done, but we'll just leave them out here in the weather, let them rust back up a little bit, get a good thin coat on them, and then it'll be time to dye them and wax them. But I was pleased with it. I mean, like I said, it's easy. It's just, you know, it's just a lot of traps. Alright y'all, I reckon that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it and maybe even learned a thing or two. I know I learned don't use a tub that big because I can't pick it up and dump it out now. If you enjoyed it, come on back and we'll be dyeing and waxing traps next. It'll be coming up soon. So I appreciate y'all sticking around, and I reckon I'll see you on the next one.